Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And today, finally, the Lantern Rite Festival is here, and I'm really excited to try out that tower defense minigame. Now, the tower defense minigame is over here in the Theater Mechanicus, but we got to do a few quests first. So like it says right here, the Origin of Lanterns quest is required. Now, to get to that quest, we have to do this new Xiao quest called the Alatus. I thought it said Atlas earlier, but it's actually Alatus chapter, and this will unlock the quest that we need to be able to go do that mode. So we're already kind of placed in front of the quest. You can also find the quest. It should just automatically be in your journal at the start of this festival. Butterfly's Dream, Alatus chapter, Act 1, the Master of Stars Deception. Now this quest is down here under the Wangshu Inn at the end of this bridge right here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but I'm sure it won't be too long because lots of introductions to events are kind of just like, hey, this is what's going on, and go do it. There's some shadow hilly churls. That's kind of weird.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different.
Why are the hilly churls the bad guys? Like, they're kind of just like, they only fight you if you like try and go into their home, right?
Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Alright, I guess we're defeating the evil hilly churls. That was difficult.
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind too.
Were they? They both required one shot each.
Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing.
They're mind controlling the hilly churls?
Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls. Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears, but the magic he was using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao's.
Why are we looking at this? Alright, let's go talk to these dudes.
Hello, allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. I certainly don't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
Oh yeah, I'm Paimon's
One
sidekick.
sees.
Of course.
One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply. The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars, though one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher.
I can't tell if he's telling the truth. I feel like no.
One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet
He's
it is
throwing shade at
unbecoming
the other
of an
Adepti.
to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
We really gotta talk to these
I've
guys?
seen the Master of Stars in action. His power truly hails from the divine. I believe that now There is finally some hope for my ailing Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
I'm starting to think these guys are all getting punked.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they?
Isn't this the guy who's in the super shady store under the Leeway Harbor port? I forget what his name is, but...
I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of a god is a monumental affair. Just look at the Rite of Dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Did he make any money out of that deal?
Finally, a life full of hope and purpose. Oh, are you believers too? After my fiancé had been left, I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise.
Why did you have so many paintings of your fiancé, or are you painting them and then burning them? This is all very confusing.
I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it.
And somehow that's supposed to make you believe that he's coming back.
I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
That's that kind of forward thinking that we hate to see.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus, Xiao Liang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
No, not really.
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
I mean, we might as well, like, wish for the actual thing that the traveler wants.
One senses that a tragic tale lies behind this wish. So be it. This wish is not beyond one's power to grant.
Really, it seems like that wish is very beyond your power.
But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
Oh boy.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
He wants money.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all.
I think he wants some Mora.
Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over any Mora, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us.
You realize I'm rich, right? Like, stupid rich.
You don't even have a vision.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't think people put up visions for sale. I mean, Paimon doesn't have a vision either. What the heck?
Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they?
No one who shares your
A
values.
tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Isn't that super, like, all the way in Liyue? Oh my Jesus. This quest is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I thought we'd be done by now. But, I guess we're going to the bookstore, which is up there. We can just climb here, right? Hey-ya! Jump, Ganyu, jump. Are you kidding me? You can't... What? Well, that's a disappointment. But I mean, the sparkly line just goes straight through the ceiling. Oh, he's here.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence running into him again.
Star Snapper.
Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adeptus want to buy a book about himself? Really? What's so fishy about him?
Yeah, why would he want, money?
Huh. That's a good point. None of the other Adepti we've met seemed like they needed anything from anyone. Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use.
But he just took the book. How would we possibly... Unless the bookstore has more than one copy. But I doubt that we would be so lucky.
Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that shelf over there.
Oh, good. We don't have to travel across the universe to find another book, which is usually the case.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace.
The 4th one's gotta reappear at some point, right?
Conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
This is a really long black screen.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of adepti who defend Liyue.
So that was Xiao's like little intro video, which I'd already seen. And like it said, 3 of the Yakshas died, and 1 of them disappeared, and then there's Xiao. You gotta think that the one that disappeared at some point is gonna be a character, right? Like he's probably in some other land or something, like doing whatever, and then we'll find him later on and be like, yo, it's another Yaksha, and you can summon him.
Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you?
The missing Yaksha? I mean, why? I don't get why it says there's only 1 soul surviving one. Wouldn't you assume that the one that went missing is not dead?
So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only 1 of them is still alive today.
See, she says supposedly.
Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy? No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years.
So these are the other 2 choices? We'll just go through them slowly.
The wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second. Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through in all their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead. Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilly trolls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory. To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism techniques seemed real enough at least. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn!
Did the name of our quest change? It did change. Excuse me. Wait, what's the overall quest called? Butterfly's Dream. Does that sound familiar in any way? Not really, to me at least. Can't think of anything related to butterflies in this game yet. If we just saw him pick up a book from the bookstore, though, why would he be back here? Whatever. Now he's talking to the Hilly Churls? Suspicious. Hello.
Flee at my command, foul demon. Flee!
They're becoming resilient.
Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in.
Oh, guess we gotta save his life. Pop, pop.
Born of ice and frost.
Get popping. What? It went in under his armpit. Oh, he exploded.
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything?
Oh, he got a sigil of permission from somewhere.
Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?
The get out of Jaeyoon free card. That's funny.
Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
Poor Hilly Charles.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
Now we're just hunting these poor little Hilly Charles down? I mean, I guess. This quest is taking a really long time. Why did I need my elemental sight? They kind of just like told me exactly, but it looks like Xiao's got it under control.
No wonder. Paimon was just one.
Nope, we interrupted Paimon.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh... Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now. Please?
Well, come on then.
Man, Paimon's really convincing.
You've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
Now do we even have like a domain to do? Karma Heavy Cavern. Alright, let's do it. Do we want that? I'm sure it doesn't matter what we take in here. Do we get to play with Xiao? Actually, this is probably Xiao's quest, right?
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
Of course, I'll try and keep that in mind. Oh, he just automatically uses his Bane of All Evil? Quest specific effect. As a result of the building up or the buildup of divine karma in the area, Xiao will have Bane of All Evil permanently activated and will continuously lose HP. Additionally, the effects of that divine karma will allow Xiao to regenerate HP when he deals damage. Okay, so we gotta be fast, huh? That's what I'm hearing. Can't use anyone besides Xiao. Oh, he could jump. Oh, right. He just jumps high in Bane of All Evil. Alright, let's beat people up. Ah, yes. I mean, he's pretty fun. It'd be cool if I could summon him, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to summon him. Especially not if I want any of the other characters coming up. Gotta save up a little bit. It'd be cool if he had this regen HP effect normally, but I guess that might make him way too strong. Because you could kind of keep Bane of All Evil going for essentially as long as you can keep fighting, right? Otherwise it just ends if you stop fighting for too long. This is pretty interesting. It's pretty much just like beat everybody up. And you get the cool spear, the winged jade, or primordial winged jade spear, whatever that's called. How are there still more of you? That's amazing. Oh, that actually worked. I hit him right in the head. What happens? I've never charged attack while in this state. It looks pretty cool. Seems like it's probably more damage to just sit there and auto attack, but we only have. Okay, we got one.
That must be the power you got for being a vigilant yaksha, right? Paimon's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. Focus on your battle for now.
Excuse me. Oh, that was pretty cool. Gives him a good way to deal with those guys when otherwise it's kind of difficult to deal with them without an archer or someone who can break the pillar. Okay, we gotta keep moving though. Oh, what? That was an unexpected. We jumped way further than I thought. Maybe it was because we were sprinting. He's got like a lot of forward momentum on his jump while he's in Bane of All Evil. Like most jumps in this game just kind of go up. Some of the jumps you can like sprint jump with and get more speed, but I didn't really expect it to work with his jump. I thought his jump was more of an upwards thing. Kind of need a dash. Oh.
Get out of my way.
To be able to get to those archers, I'm thinking we save a dash. Oh, didn't even need the dash. All right. Get rid of the shaman first, because shamans like to be annoying the longer you let them live. While other hilly churls are much easier to deal with. We actually got this guy, the Abyss Mage, right as he spawned. So we hit him before his shield came up. I would prefer to not have any shamans be alive. Oh hey. Oh, missed. He was a lot further than I expected.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing. That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right? But as for the censer and the 7 lamps... probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
Oh hey, a chest. Nom 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 nom. Well, I kind of want to finish this quest. We've been going for a little bit now. Whoa. That doesn't really happen very often. I mean, it's a new quest, but we're still in the same kind of quest chain. Wait, how many? Oh, it's 60. I thought that said 600 Primo Gems. I was like, what? That's a lot. I don't know if I've been to these statues before. I mean, I must have, but this is not the area I was thinking of when he mentioned statues. Who's this?
Ooh, Ooh,
The spirit
this
soars
temple
the
will
mountains
probably have the
high,
kinds of sensors and
while the
lanterns
body
that Xiao wanted us
rests
to
as
pick
the
up.
world goes by.
Why are there 2 quests going on?
Sorry to interrupt you, but
Oh, it's part of the quest.
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
This is sparkly up here.
we know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the dream trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case.
Oh, they're eggs.
Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
Boop.
This sensor should be fine, right?
Is the sensor the whole thing or just the little thing?
At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
It was the whole thing. Where are the star lamps at? And this shrine has seen better days. Are these the star lamps? I think they are. Boop. Boop. Beep. Are we gonna have to wait till nighttime?
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall
He's
we?
gone. How'd he do that?
Huh? Where'd he go? He was right here.
Maybe he was never here to begin with.
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
He is an Adeptus.
It's that guy's voice. Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering. Now that you have taken the 7 star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you.
Oh. So he let us take the things.
I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other then?
Well, I mean, they were both Yakshas.
I
Are you not
sense his
following?
aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons.
taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervasi's the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Get him some of that ticker fish, whatever the heck that means. See, these are the statues I was thinking of. This is quite the lengthy quest for an event starter. But I guess it is, like, we're essentially doing all of Xiao's quest line, right? Like right now. We didn't even finish Ganyu's quest line yet. But hopefully this is the last step. Otherwise we're in for a super duper long one. Boop. Excuse me? Nightfall. Gotcha. What do we need, like 6 p.m.? Oh my gosh, we were so close. Does this count as nightfall? Or is this like sundown? Oh, here we go.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual? This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless. Almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you—
Oh, whoops. I cut him off.
Says hi.
Pervasi's. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervasi's might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
Okay, all of those seem pretty simple.
Seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly.
How does it know to get his soul?
If you have no other questions, let us begin.
Then we meditate. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that fraud.
Oh, the meditation. Is that where it knows whose soul to take? Are you allowed to meditate while flying? I guess Paimon's basic state is flying, huh?
Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
Good thing we brought an arrow.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Oh.
There is one. Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
Just tell him he's already dead.
An Adepti art? You dare don the guise of an Adeptus in one's presence. But as for the matter of one's present location, one could have sworn that one was dozing off to sleep at Wangshu Inn not a moment ago. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an Adeptus such as oneself, one must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Dreamers feel no pain.
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
Oh, we're actually gonna beat him up? Alright.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them?
You're just gonna get beat up by the Zhongli. Oh, never mind, I one-shot you, sorry.
Please stop. I surrender. I surrender. Yes, I do. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two?
I like how the pillar's still here.
Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an Adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating them. And display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
You're...
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name?
I mean, it really doesn't matter which one we give him. I feel like Conqueror of Demons is way cooler. But this was the one that was in the book, right? We'll say that one.
It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the Conqueror of Demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
Alright, he knew both names. It didn't matter.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the Conqueror of Demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
Huh. So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the Conqueror of Demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Oh, great Conqueror of Demons, please allow me to swear this oath before you. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshu Inn first thing tomorrow and look for him.
Oh, jeez. Good thing we didn't say bye to Xiao at all. Just kind of, he disappeared. I mean, that's kind of his thing.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false adeptus who wore a mask?
Alright, she just like, she knows all this stuff. Because she's the only one who knows that Xiao is here to begin with.
He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An.
I mean, it's not really a normal name by my standards, but might be a normal name by Chinese standards.
He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Get wrecked, Paimon.
Who's that?
I don't know. Couldn't possibly
Anyway, you must be the traveler.
you.
Here's the letter.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it. Paimon's curious. Huh?
Oh, jeez.
Looks like he actually left us a few nice trinkets.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna read it. Oh my, this is way too much text. By the time you read this letter, I will have embarked upon my journey of self-improvement. I regret that I cannot apologize to the two of you in person, but I hope that you will forgive me. Since the conqueror of demons appeared to me in a dream, I have not slept. My nights have been spent thinking about how I may fulfill my vow. Weren't you sleeping while it happened? And there hasn't been any nights since that, whatever. Not only have I deceived you two, but I have also exploited the hopes and dreams of my believers. People in dire straits oft become weak, thirsting blindly after something to believe in. With my lies, I brought them false salvation, while their true desires grew further and further away. I know in that long gone era, the desires of mankind were not as complicated as they have now become. The conqueror of demons shouldered the desires of Li Wei's people. As he contended with demons, wearing his mask, he concealed the weakness brought by human desire. As a false adeptus, I am the one who wears a mask. A true adeptus only needs to wear it when facing demons. If I wear a mask to hide the evil that has corrupted my heart... What? Is that a full thought? Whatever. Then the conqueror of demons wears a mask to hide the part of him that is human. Oh, so this wasn't supposed to be capitalized, maybe. And yet he wears the face of a demon king, only that he might subdue all demons. Once I had realized all this, I became deeply aware of my own ugliness, and I understood what it truly means to be an adeptus. I set off on this journey over hill and river, strengthening my body and spirit, not because I harbor any hope of fully atoning for my sins. I do it only to earn the right to be counted among the believers of the Adepti. I have already asked someone to return the money I cheated others of. A few goods remain in my possession, but they are of no use to me on my journey of self-improvement. Please take them. Please take the sigil of permission that my grandfather left me as well. I am no longer worthy of it. I wish that you will be granted that which you desire. May we meet again. Wang Ping An, a sinner. I hope it doesn't, like, after I close this, there's like a cutscene where he reads this to us. So do we have two sigils of permission now? Because Child gave us one, right? I don't know if we kept that one or we gave it back to him. But I doubt there's that many people with multiple sigils of permission.
Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah. Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to Xiao, shall we?
Alright, let's go upstairs and give him the sigil of permission, I guess. Is he just here? Oh, what? Lower? What do you mean? Where is he? Oh, he's just at the table? Hey, what up?
Ah, there you are. We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
One grilled tickerfish.
Ooh, for the pervases.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like you.
He's probably gonna go leave a offering to Pervases.
Tickerfish was Pervases' favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
Paimon's pretty funny, for what it's worth. Okay, so now we have the next quest that we'll use to start the Lantern Rite Festival, but we'll go ahead and end it there. We just did all of Xiao's story quest in like one big go, so hopefully you enjoyed that. If you missed Xiao's story or just wanted to see a playthrough of it, there it is. We got to see a lot about Xiao, we got to play as Xiao, we got to see Pervases, one of the other Yakshas. So we still have yet to meet 3 other Yakshas, 2 of which are dead, 1 of which is missing. But hopefully we'll figure that all out in the future. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.